I am Nicholas Fletcher, the Assistant Director and Global Career Placement Officer of the Graves School of Business at Morgan State University. To summarize it, I'll actually start at undergrad as a student leader and an honor student. Followed the herd mentality. At Morehouse College, if you fit that profile, you went and did investment banking or consulting. And I took a full-time offer with Arthur D. Little, the country's oldest management consulting firm, directly out of undergrad after an internship. And what I found, Edwin, was I was learning an immense amount of information. Was with smart people sitting around boardrooms and understanding how to help companies improve top and bottom line aspects of their business. But here was the problem. It didn't necessarily have measuring value for me. And I'm the type of person that I need to understand and see the impact of the hard work that I put in, or lack thereof, in knowing what I need to get done tomorrow. In consulting, you can come up with a wonderful, beautiful strategy, you turn it over, client says thank you, they pay you, but then they put, that wonderful binder or deck on the shelf, and you've spent 6 months, a year, it's your baby, but there's no fruition to it. So what I did was I actually listened to some of the mentors and professors that said, Nick, you should go into sales. Michael Jordan could be whatever he wanted to be, but when he picked up a basketball, that was his natural talent and ability. So decided to take that route and had a successful 13 plus year career in consumer packaged goods sales. As you mentioned, started with the Dr. Pepper Snapple Group here in the Baltimore, DC area, was promoted, went back to Atlanta, and took over a division there in Coke's backyard, which you can imagine. They were a definite challenge there, but had success. Went to the Kellogg company in the Midwest and took over a retail sales team throughout 6 states, and I had an enormous amount of experience, impact, and learning there. In managing a sales group. It was at that time, I was there at the Kellogg School of Business, and actually life comes full circle. I ended up back here in the Baltimore, DC area, worked with ConAgra, and really at the end of the day, to be honest, Frosted Flakes and Chef Boyardee didn't necessarily motivate me in getting out of the bed. I began to do some deep introspection about what makes me happy, about what drives me and what wakes me up in the morning, and I realized that I was doing what I was doing to get to a point of influence and a position to where I could make an impact when it came to talent, when it came to assessing skills, when it came to figuring out what do we need to drive growth and who needs to be the person driving it. Right person, right fit, right time. And the light bulb went off that it's more than one way to skin a cat. I can go and understand best in how to do that, potentially, in going into executive search. So went and pursued HR certifications and was there at the Lucas Group, had a wonderful and successful time there, and picked up the phone and reached out to a gentleman by the name of Joseph Wells to recruit him for a position that I was working on, and it ended up being the polar opposite. Joe actually recruited me. At the time, he was the director there at the Graves School of Business, and mentioned, hey, if you happen to know someone that is interested and has this type of background, let me know. And thought about it and said, wait a second, I could do that. I'm very passionate about that. As a graduate of a historically black college and university, as someone who understands and values an MBA, I'm proud to be a graduate of a top-ranked program. So the idea is to bring all those perspectives and insights to further grow the profile of the Graves School. At Morgan State University, we were the first quote-unquote business school in the state. So there are definitely strong programs, the Smith School, Carey, but essentially we were the first. And that is something that we're very proud of. And in driving that heritage, when you're the first, you essentially are the leader. And we like to think of ourselves that way and grow and be innovative and collaborative in driving that. One of the things that has made our program extremely successful, as you talked about, is we've grown. We've grown from department to an entire school. We have gone and pursued AACSB accreditations, and actually we're pursuing additional CAPM accreditations with regards to our MS and project management program currently. So within the next year or so, we look forward to being able to announce that program. Not only is the business school, quote unquote, AACSB accredited, but also our accounting and finance department, which actually separates us from several other schools. And essentially, when you think about the facilities within our building and the marketing focus group lab, our capital markets lab, the network securities lab, those are facilities that universities have throughout the country, but within one building, under one roof, and with our world-class faculty, we are absolutely unique in offering all of those hands-on learning experiences and opportunities there at the Grave School.